Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're swiping through dating apps, looking for the one, but somehow it feels less like love and more like online shopping. Profiles read like product descriptions, photos look more like ads, and the second you match with someone, there's already another better option one swipe away. Here's the thing, this isn't just technology changing love, it's a complete redesign on how we connect. The places where we used to naturally meet, such as coffee shops, bookstores, community spaces, they are disappearing. And guess what's in its place? $1 billion digital marketplace for love. And this is the wildest part. This shift was predicted, shaped, and marketed to us decades ago by two men who understood exactly how to turn desire into profit. One was Sigmund Freud, and the other was his nephew, Edward Bernays. And what they started still controls how we date today. Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, revolutionized our understanding of the human mind by exposing the power of unconscious desires and instincts. But it was his nephew, Edward Bernays, who took Freud's ideals and applied them in a new way, later being identified as the father of public relations and modern propaganda. Barnett believed that humans are not as rational as they think, and instead he believes we were driven or are driven by deep, often irrational desires, and that we cannot control those urges without guidance. This meant that mass manipulation through advertising and media, in his eyes, was necessary. Capitalism thrives on this ideal. If we don't control our rational, unconscious impulses, companies will. And here's where dating comes in. The dating market today looks and behaves exactly like a consumer market. We shop for partners like products, endless evaluating of features, comparing brands, and chasing the next best deal. Dating apps package people into neat little profiles, photos, stats, short bios, designed to maximize your air quotes buying potential. And just like marketing products, you're sold on an idealized version of people, encouraged to upgrade or replace them with just one swipe. But here's another piece to this puzzle, something we rarely talk about. As online dating exploded into popularity, our so called third spaces, those formal social spaces where people naturally meet and build connections, have begun to disappear. Third places are these parks, cafes, libraries, and community hangouts that aren't home or work. The places where we bump into strangers, strike up conversations, and organically build relationships. But with gentrification, urban development, and shifting social habits, many of those spaces have faded or become less accessible. Without these spaces, our natural ways of meeting people shrink. That vacuum gets filled by dating apps, digital marketplaces that turn human connections into a series of swipes and clicks. So not only is dating shaped by consumerism and capitalist design, but is also a direct cause to the loss of those social spaces. We're pushed from spontaneous in-person connections into a controlled, curated online interaction where we're sold the ideal that the perfect match is just a product waiting to be discovered and has contributed to a lot of social anxiety as well. This shift changes not just how we meet, but what we expect from relationships. And it raises a question, are we really connecting or just consuming love in a digital space like we do with social media as a whole? So, next time you open a dating app or feel that rush of attraction, remember there's more at play than just chemistry. It's a world shaped by consumerism, capitalism, and the legacy of two men who showed the power of manipulating desire. The real question is, how much of your heart is really yours? Like, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. How do you think consumerism shapes love today?